down. Okay, so as you guys know, I did a stream earlier. I'm not going to mention his person's name. I'm sure he will love it. So now he wants to take down my shanquella video. So this happened in the DM. Should I start now or should I wait a little bit longer? Let's start now. Okay, I'm about to enter these DMs. Allegedly, this is the person. So let's talk about it. My phone is on 1%. Hold on one sec. Okay. Now that's a water bottle. Yeah, you need to drink a lot of water. Just like me. I drink a lot of water, man. I drink so much. A lot of water is good for you. So now he wants to take down the shanquella video. Let me say what he allegedly said. Where's my Instagram on my computer? Let me have a look. I'll tell y'all what he allegedly said. So first of all, he wants to strike my other stream because apparently I used a copyright picture. He's like, you would learn. I'm like, oh, geez, I guess I will, right? So now he's going to strike that live stream because the thumbnail had a picture, which I'd taken down. So we'll see what happens, right? Now, here are my DMs. Can you guys press 1 if you can hear me? I just want to make sure when I'm in Instagram, you guys could hear me. Could you guys just hear me just then? Bree. Okay, perfect. Okay, so allegedly he messages me. How would you like to resolve this? You're only putting your channel at risk. I struck a video by myself. Now my attorney is drawing up paperwork to send to YouTube with a court order against you. So most likely you'll lose your channel. I go, no, because it's fair use. Honestly, why would you strike that video? Your stream was a whole interview. My videos was commentary. Does not affect your market at all, which is what copyright is usually used for. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. That's what my attorney is for. You're risking your channel because of your ego. Well, you're digging a hole deeper for yourself. All you had to do was ask, and I would have released the copyright claim. I've already taken 2 people to court over copyright claim, and I've won. This is not my first redo, bro. I said a couple of other stuff. Let's just go into it. I said, so you copy striked an awareness video because someone didn't ask you to make a transformative video? Question mark. I think it's you with the ego, mate. My Aussie accent, mate. This isn't about you, and the fact that you take something transformative down that was pushing the story out there and helping this family get the justice and awareness they deserve says a lot about your character. Very disappointing. You're real low for that. Goes, I'll be whatever you want me to be. I don't care about people's opinions about me. You're not going to use my content without permission, and you're going to find out the hardest, buddy. Have a good one. Then he took a picture of the shanquella video, you know, the one that got over 300,000 views, spread a lot of awareness, etc. It's interesting how he picks the highest one, but I'm just saying. So there in within the transformative video, there's a someone else's Instagram, by the way, someone else's Instagram that he stuck his label on. He goes, "You're using this video too with my logo on it?" Question mark. Goes, "Oh boy." So I replied to his message when he said, "How would you like to resolve this?" Because I found that interesting that he was asking that. And I was like, how would he like to resolve it? And I go, how do you suggest to solve it? Ask for permission? Question mark with a little emoji. He goes, we good. I go, what do you mean? He goes, I'll handle this. I'm like, huh? He goes, nothing, Martin. I'm like, what are you handling? These copyrights with my attorney, bruh. I go, interesting. You striking the shanquella video too? He goes, I'm letting my attorney handle this heat on out. I think he meant to say here on out. So now he wants to take down the shanquella video. Right, bro? Mad, bro? So I'm like, okay. Okay, if you were on my live stream, you guys will know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it. If someone says it in the comments, then whatever. But it's just, it makes me think like, man, and he has to have everyone else too. That man was in trouble. I feel very targeted. I would say that. I do feel really targeted. And it's like, because I didn't ask for permission, it's like very authoritarian. Is that the word? It's like, you have to ask me. And if you don't ask me, and if you don't apologize and bow down to what I want, I'm going to mess you up. You're going to learn. Oh boy, you're going to learn. I'm going to strike you because of a thumbnail. I'm going to strike you because you use an IG story that was someone else's that I put my logo on. I'm going to take your ish down. I feel very targeted at this point and I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it at all. And to me, I feel like he's trying to really take this channel down, right? And the thing is, it's transformative context. He's an extortionist. He is known for blackmailing. He tried to blackmail his own attorney who was trying to keep his A out of jail. I've been speaking with Mrs. Kent. He think you plagiarize, Martin. Most content creators ask or give a shout out, which was given in the video. I've either put it in font or I've mentioned their name or I put their links in the description in the reference because it's important to reference people. You know what I mean? His content is very different. You can use my content. Thank you so much, the Lambo Show. I appreciate that. Shout out to the Lambo Show. You guys can go over there if you want some interview content. But let me show you a video that I want to show you guys. I could see if it was just a gossip story, but this is something that needs to have attention on it. I would want so many. Yeah, right. That's what I'm thinking too. Wouldn't you want so many people looking at this? Thank you so much, Kim. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's look into I need to show you guys something so you guys understand fair use. And today we're going to talk about that and show that so you guys can see where I stand. Because at the end of the day, oh yeah, and by the way, he took the Sakura video down. You won't see it anymore. So download my Shanquella videos if you want. I give you guys permission to download my transformative videos, excuse me, and re-upload them. So Let me go into history because I want you guys to see this video. It's really, really good. Uh, Lawyer explains copyright and fair use for YouTubers. This is really interesting. So let me download it. So if he does take it to court, which he may he may be bluffing, or he may be serious and take it to court. I know a few YouTube content lawyers that I can talk to, and they'll be able to help me out once I pay them. And if I want, I could take it further too. So let me just get this so I'm able to show you guys on the screen. I should be more prepared. I'm very new to this. I apologize, guys. I'm sorry. Is he taking down? Um, it's very easy to strike down someone's video if they have a little bit of your content. You know what I mean? You could even, if someone, you could claim someone else's videos as yours and it's not, but you have to do the whole lawyer thing. And if someone, let's say if someone was petty and they strike your video and they didn't have your content, you eventually get your video back because they're not going to go to a lawyer and go, hey, can you sue this guy? He took my content when it's not your content. You know what I mean? So I'm really uncomfortable with sharing my screen. Let me see what I have up here. I have Bitcoin stuff. What else do I got up here? I don't want something. I don't want something accidentally popping up. You know what I'm saying? Because that would be hella awkward if that happened. Let me double check. Not that I have anything, but I just want to make sure someone's love letter might be on the screen. Might be anything up on the screen, y'all. Okay. Boom. Boom. Okay, so let me share my screen. Oh my god. Shout out to Deanna. Thank you so much, Diana. I really appreciate that. Bean, I did watch last night. Thank you. Do you think the friends have Sakura's Apple ID and that's why when mom used Sakura's iPad, they were able to mirror it and see what the mom. That's really interesting. I never really thought of that way. Maybe it's a possibility, right? That's crazy. She hit me up. No, it wasn't she. No, she hit me and gave me a strike. Dude needs to get a real life. He's a narcissist. Get ready for the wild ride. I've dealt with people like this before. Several people reached out to me and told me that pieces of my content was on your channel. I didn't get mad. I was actually excited that a larger platform was able to use my content to help the story. Right? That's like me when people use a little bit of my content. I'm like, oh my God, great. Like it's like a different perspective, or this was able to help them look into something else. And then it opened my door to a whole different view. You know what I mean? See, YouTubers are cool. Facebook people, oh my God, a whole other story. You know, it's a whole other story. Yeah, about striking a thumbnail. Okay. So I can't wait to show you guys this video. So let me turn this off. And I'm gonna add a lot of commentary in this because I want to explain it in my instances. So, first of all, I had to share my screen, make sure I don't have nothing. Why do I still have that there? Delete. Okay. delete. Okay, cool. So there's nothing I'm scared of. Okay. Yes, I did dispute it and send a law statement. This is what I'm getting from GJ. He wants all credit for bringing the case to light when in fact he wasn't the only one. He doesn't get that when his interviews are shared, he is receiving credit. Right, he is. It's very weird the reason why he wants to do it. Like very, very strange. By the way, is that thing linked? By the way, if you guys want to come on and talk for a little bit, if y'all a lawyer, hey, y'all reach out to the mom and book it. Oh no, I really actually did an interview with her tonight. Yeah, I did an interview with her tonight. Actually, we did a really good. Oh, what's up, reality check? Long time no see. Oh, I have to pin it. Okay. Oh, my phone's dead. Okay, but what was I saying? I forgot. Yeah, it's just really strange. Okay, so let me get to the point and share my screen with you guys so we can talk about this. So let's do it. Boom, 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 boom. Present, share screen. And then we can jump on this shanquella thing and talk about that again. Screen sharing is easy. Okay, so you guys can see that. Great. Oh, this is good. But can you see me? Okay, so can you guys see me on the screen? Okay, you can. What's up? I'm on the side. Hey, everybody. Okay, so we're going to watch this together, and I'm going to show how it correlates to this. Thank you so much, Leticia. I really appreciate it. Hey, man, thank you for what you've been doing, your channel. Always love the content. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate you. I always see you in my comments. I asked you because it's in the morning to do it. But yeah, we did. I asked her specific questions that I wanted like answers to, so it's not like her explaining the whole thing again. And we do have some interesting stuff that she hasn't mentioned in the interview. Also, Aiden has responded. I think he did. I'll let you guys decide that once that video is uploaded. If my channel is still up by then, we'll see. But yes. So this shanquella video he wants to take down, and I just think it's really uncalled for because the video was really good. It really spread awareness of the situation and pushed it out there. Some of you guys never heard about this shanquella incident until me. So it's sad that for some reason someone wants to take it down because I didn't ask him permission to make transformative content. Very weird, man. Does that mean I have to contact the news too? Because the news, I use some of their content too. They had to go, hey, channel 9. Yeah, I'm going to use a little bit of your video. It's all right if I have like a written letter or something saying that you gave me permission. Yeah. It's sad. That's Sean Davies says, that's sad. That's why I won't be reporting on other stories. It seems more competitive than just simply raising awareness and finding justice. The families, right? So many competitive people, like even people that are smaller than me, be one, like some people come at me for saying I didn't give them credit when I did. And it's like, yo, you're in the video. Like, watch the video. I put your name there and you're in the reference. Like, it's all there. And one person's like, oh, damn, I didn't realize. Thank you so much. He was really cool. The whole point is to bring light to Shanquella case. I think that person has missed the whole point or never even cared about bringing anything to light, just their own agenda. Honestly, I think he did, but his agenda seems more important than spreading awareness. Like Harad also nigga, he getting justice and creating opportunity is high. You know what I mean? For example, he wants to do the whole Patreon thing with exclusive stuff. Like, why would you do that when you can share that publicly? You know, you can share that publicly and push the story even further, not just keep it in a private group and people have to pay to see it, you know? Okay. Do I have a backup channel? I got two, I think. If you go into my community, my channels in the tab on my channel, you will see I have a traveling channel and I also have a reaction channel. So you guys can go there and check that out. So let's go watch this video now that is about copyright. Let's do it.
Legally, if the way you use that copyrighted material meets a certain criteria. The problem is understanding exactly what fair use is and what that criteria is complicated at best and about as fun as headbutting a curb at worst. So in today's video, I've got a very special guest who's going to simplify all of that legal jargon for us and help us understand what fair use is and what it isn't. So by the end of this video, you'll know how to legally use copyrighted material in your gaming videos without getting sued or just getting sued or...
Now, he's talking about gaming videos, but he does use EM3 as an example. Oh my God, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Okay, he uses EM3 as an example. Guys, please press 2 if you can hear my voice. I need to know if you guys can hear my voice. Yeah, reality check, I did counter, for sure. But when I'm watching this, can you hear the video? Press 2 if you can hear it. Okay, so everything's good? Okay. Let's watch it.
Or really just getting sued. So, my name's Marcus Jones. Let's get stuck into this video.
Instead of diving headlong into the legal jargon, let's start with a real-world example. YouTube in the mid-2010s was a wildly different landscape to the one it is today. It was the golden age of YouTube channels like Filthy Frank and iDubbbz and many others leading the way for user-generated content. Trust me, if you were there as the Cake trilogy got released one by one, then you were officially eligible for a veteran's discount. Anyway, back to the topic of this video. You may
I want that discount. I was there back in the day.
Recall that one of the leading commentary channels at the time was H3H3 Productions. In 2016, H3H3 was sued by Matt Hoss, who claimed that the video they had made about his Bald Guy series was an infringement of copyright.
He actually took him to court, guys. They actually went to court. Isn't that crazy? He just whole called us old, rude. Who did? Who said y'all were old and rude? Okay, so let's continue watching.
Big, the Bold, and the Beautiful was the title of Ethan and Hilla's commentary video, and Matt Hoss appreciated it about as much as you or I would appreciate a hand-powered chainsaw. Matt insisted that he be compensated for damages. Now, obviously, no one denied that Ethan or Hilla had featured content from Matt's video series in their commentary video. However, Ethan and Hilla firmly believed that their video was considered fair use. In fact, they were so adamant that they were right and that succumbing to Matt's demands would set a bad precedent that they decided to take the matter to court.
And he says, remove it. Never talk about me again or this situation, and pay me $4,000. We could pay you.
He told him to pay him $4,000. Wow.
$4,000, but like, what's the precedent that like anytime we make fun of someone, they could just write us a note from a lawyer and demand $4,000, and we're like, this is horrible. This is a bad precedent. this lawyer is going to run amok, not just with us, but anyone on YouTube. He can hit up Leafy and be like, oh, I saw you made a video about Joey Salas. Perfect. I'm going to message Joey Salas and be like, hey, I got H3 to pay up, so I'm going to get Leafy to pay $10,000 easy.
So Ethan and Hiller took the matter to court, claiming that their video was fair use.
Let's get to the lawyer.
FaZe Clan's Neo Rooch, she knows her stuff.
So there's very sort of limited categories that you can use someone else's copyrighted material without permission, and that's, you know, parody, comment, criticism, reporting, or educational purposes, right?
I feel like my videos is reporting and a little bit of educational purposes. Would you say? I'm not too sure. Let me know what you think. Would you say it is more the Shanquella video and the Sakura video was reporting, educational, or just reporting? Let me know. This feels like it was just yesterday. Let me know. I need educational. Okay. A little bit interesting. I would say reporting and maybe a little bit educational. Excuse me. I think I'm getting a little delay. You should look up the lawsuit between Akila Huffs and Carl Benjamin. Yes, both. Yeah. Okay, so let's keep watching this. Again, I like to remind everyone, please download the Shanquella video because someone is trying to take it down. I repeat, I give you permission to take my Shanquella transformative video, upload it on any platform you want because it's about awareness. And yeah, download that video because someone is trying to take it off my channel. Okay, so let's keep watching.
Right. So, for example, if you're a reporter and you're reporting something on the news and you're playing some song or, you know, to make a point or give an example, you don't need permission there because, you know, the overall.
You hear that? You don't need permission.
The sort of basis of fair use is that you want people to get information, you want people to be educated. You don't want it to make, you don't want to make it impossible to get information out there and to, you know, educate people or to be able to comment or criticize something. Like, you should be able to do that.
Now, Ethan and Hiller did eventually win that lawsuit a year and
Yeah, they won that lawsuit. Shout out to them for that.
a half later, in which the judge stated that their use of the clips from the Hoss video constitutes fair use as a matter of law. But what can we learn from this? So let's look at the video that Ethan and Hiller got sued over and put.
This is my favorite part because I'm not going to watch this whole thing, but we're going to talk about the 4 factors for fair use.
Put it up against the 4 factors a court will use to determine whether or not the use of a copyrighted material is fair use. First, what is the purpose of the video using the copyrighted work? Is it a commentary? Is it a parody? Or is it a criticism? Also, is it transformative in any way? So H3's video is clearly a commentary video.
Okay, so my video comes on as reporting, commentary, and it's transformative. It's definitely transformative. Let me know if anyone disagrees in the comments. I'm up for a challenge and a debate. Y'all know I don't shy from that. Let me know in the comments if you think that my Shanquella video and my Sakura video was transformative and if it was reporting and commentary. Press 1 if you agree. Press 2 if you disagree with me. And if you disagree, let me know why. Well, he didn't use someone else's video when he posted the assault on Shanquella unless he was the one recorded it himself also. Yeah, that's someone else's piece of video, right? No, I don't think he actually shared that video. It was the photos, the IG photos, and he put his logo over someone else's face. The criminals. Well, they haven't been judged yet, but we all know they're criminals. The Cabo 6. I wonder if someone could sue you for copyright. I wonder if Nazir turned around and go, oh, boy, you will learn. You use my copyrighted photo. I'm a model for Khalil, and you use my image. Very, very interesting that. Okay, so everyone pretty much agrees. There's no disagreement there. Okay, so let's continue watching, okay?
So that's a big check in this box, saying it's more likely the court will rule in H3's favor. The other thing we mentioned is the big word transformative, which may sound a bit confusing, but basically the legal jargon just boils down to, does your video offer a different experience of the original copyrighted content featured in your video? So in H3's case, Ethan and Hiller would have had to have watched the video.
Okay, so does my video, guys, offer you a different experience? When you watch NC Beast, when you watch, I'm just playing, but when you watch, that, the live stream, the interview, do you guys, and then when you come watch my video, is it the same experience? Let me tell you what I think. Right? Because at the end of the day, it's the judge. The judge has to judge, right? If he's going to take this to court. So I'm going to give you my opinion. It's a very different experience. His stream is an interview. It's a whole live stream interview. My video is like almost a documentary, almost. It's got bits and pieces of everything and everyone, and me adding my commentary, B-rolls, music, a different style of explaining the whole situation, putting everything in a timeline fashion. It's a whole different experience that you get from my video than from his interviews. Press 1 if you agree, press 2 if you disagree, and don't be afraid to press 2 if you want to press 2. I'm not going to hate on you on that end, okay? It's fair to give comments and criticism. I'm not sensitive like that. And if you do press 2, tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why when you saw his live stream and you saw my video, you had the same experience. Thank you so much, All Around Natural Beauty. See, Natural Beauty didn't strike my video when I used a bit of the attorney's live stream, you know? Okay, so all of you guys are pressing 1. Okay, so no one disagrees with me. Okay, that's good. Because it's a whole different experience that you get. Okay, when you watch my shanquella transformative content, no one ever made a video like that. It's so different from his live stream. Shout out to me. It's 4 a.m. over here, guys. If you guys didn't know, it's 4 a.m. here. Okay, so let's go into the next point.
They would have had to have written down jokes and scripted their own commentary video. They would have had to have filmed themselves and edited them themselves. And basically all of that has completely transformed the original copyrighted work. So all of those changes to Matt Hoss's original video, all that extra stuff that Ethan and Hiller did, meant that H3's video completely transformed the original video and gave viewers a different experience of that copyrighted content. And so that is a big check, again, in Ethan and Hiller's favor, saying that yes, their video does meet the fair use criteria. The second major factor you need to consider is what is the nature of the copyrighted work. So this centers more around the actual copyrighted material being used. So for example, a court will look at whether or not the copyrighted material you're using in your video is informational or entertaining in nature. And a judge will be more likely to rule that the video incorporating the copyrighted material is fair use if the material that you're using and that you've copied is from a factual work, such as a biography of Benjamin Franklin, which is factual. It revolves around things that objectively happened, regardless of whether the
Okay, so I guess his interview is factual. It would be factual. It's around experience of the things, some situation that's happened. Let's continue watching.
biography existed or not than a fictional work, such as Harry Potter, which, for example, is clearly brought into existence by one person who deserves all of that credit. And so,
yes, so it wasn't one person. It was news outlets talking about shanquella. He talked about shanquella. Many people were talking about shanquella.
when it comes to fair use, if you end up in court over a fair use dispute, you'll be on more solid legal footing if the copyrighted material you used in your video is factual, meaning it revolves around like objective truths or stats or whatever, rather than fictional. Another thing is,
okay, so definitely factual stuff, no fictions in my video at all. So we're all good on there. It falls for number 2. Definitely sticking with the facts, no fictions, no made up stories. Okay, so let's continue watching.
that you will have a stronger case that your video is fair use when you use copyrighted works that are published rather than unpublished, because the author of a copyrighted work has the right to control the first public appearance of their work. Now, since Matt Hoss's Bold Guy series are public on his channel, Ethan and Hiller do meet this criteria, another green check for them.
Okay, so NCB, is his interview inside a Patreon somewhere hidden? No. Is his interview on a private Facebook page at the time? No. Is his interview on a only subscribers can view? No. Therefore, my shanquella and Sakira video is fair use, and you should have never taken it down. So let's continue watching the next point.
The third factor to consider is how much of the copyrighted material did you use in your video. So in H3's case, the entire video was about 14 minutes, whereas they only used 3 minutes of Matt Hoss's content and copyrighted material within that 14-minute video. So now there is no set in stone ratio as to how much is too much. This is more for a court to determine on a case-by-case basis.
Okay, so this is up to the court to judge, because some of interviews I've used, some I didn't. I mixed it in between, added my commentary. It's a whole different experience. It's factual, it's commentary, news. It's a whole different type of content compared to his, because it's not an interview. Okay? Am I using some of his content? Yes. But there is no rule to say, oh, you can only use this much or this much. This is when it really does come down to the judge to decide. So I'll let the judge decide that. But what do you guys think? Do you think in that instance, did I use too much of his content, or did I use enough that it didn't affect him in any way? Press 1 if you think that I used the right amount, or press 2 if you think I used too much. Let me know. Right. 1. Okay, everyone pretty much agrees with me. Tit for tat, you put 2 1s. Nah, I'm just kidding. 1 + 1 is 2. Nah, I'm just kidding. Right. Mad bro? Okay, so let's watch the rest.
But think about it like this. Ethan and Hiller are definitely more prominently featured than Matt Hoss in their video. So if Ethan and Hiller had simply just played Matt Hoss's video and then just added in some commentary or stuff over the top of the video, then they would have been in a slightly different scenario, right?
Yeah, so if I was sitting there, right, and people have done this to my content, I have no issue with it. If I was sitting there and just sitting here watching the whole interview, just like this, not saying one little thing. They used to do that back in the day when reaction channels started to pop up. Someone just sit there going and not say anything. If I did that with the Shanquella father's interview, just sat there and not add anything, not add my cuts, not add the timeline, not add the music, not add the my commentary, not add the B-rolls, the research, all that work that I did. If I did not add that and just sat here and done that, that's not fair use. It will still be up to a judge to decide, but I'm pretty sure the judge will be like, really? You just sat there and smiled? Gel. Where's my, I need a little hammer thing. And in this case, I didn't do that.
So that's where reaction channels sometimes fall into a bit of a gray, uncomfortable area. However, people who clicked on the H3 video featuring Matt Hoss were more interested in Ethan and Hiller than actually watching Matt Hoss's video itself. So another big green check mark for Ethan and Hiller.
Okay, so when you guys saw my video talking about Shanquella, were you more interested to hear what I had to say, or did you go in there going, oh, Mr. Beast is in there, I'm gonna click and see what he had to say? Did you go on to watch on for me, or did you go to watch on for him? If you went on to watch on for him, press 2. If you go on to watch me, press 1. Am I lagging? Okay, I'm not. Don't let him get in your head, Martin. Now you are always going to be worrying about what to put in your content. Don't let him win. This is why he did it. Thanks, Diane. I appreciate that advice for sure. Okay. Okay, so most people is one. I think I'm lagging a little bit. Okay, so let's go into the next thing to see if my Shanquella video and Sakura video was not fair use.
And finally, the last factor you want to consider is the effect of your use of that copyrighted material on the potential market. So does the way that you've used the copyrighted material, so in the case of H3's video, the amount of Matt Hoss clips they used in their video weren't enough in order for viewers to get a completely full picture of Matt Hoss's video. And so if people actually wanted to watch the Bald Guy series, they still needed to go and check out Hoss's channel. And
so if people wanted to see the interview, they can go and check out, through my reference, the links. Because the interview was so different. It was so different to what my content was. My transformative content was so different to the Sakura interview and to some of the Shanquella interview, right? Very, very, what was it again? Yeah, it doesn't affect his market. 2 different places. And this is why people usually strike. People usually strike because it affects their market, right? So legally, let's say he did win. This is another thing I wanted to say. Let's say he did win, right? Legally, somehow you didn't get a different experience from an interviewer video. You had the same exact experience. You didn't know everything was the same and he won. No, not everything was the same. Let me repeat that. You still had a different experience. Sorry, let me go back. You still have a different experience. You still get different information, different receipts, different B-rolls, different type of way that someone's explaining it, a different commentary, a different timeline, not an interview. Totally different. And let's say he still won. I would still disagree with the judge, y'all. I'll be like, Judge, I want to take this further, please. I want to take this to another court. Mr. Judge, there's no way this content is not transformative. But let's say he won, knowing how my content is and how different it is. Let's say he won. Just because he legally won, it doesn't mean it was ethically and morally right. Because it wasn't. Okay? It wasn't. It wasn't at all. Martin, that man is a con artist. Look it up real deep. I looked a little bit into it, but honestly, I don't want to put too much attention on something that I'm not going to talk about. I'd rather give energy into these cases, because if I'm looking into someone else's cases, geez, that's going to take a lot of my time and energy. But I've seen a little bit of it. Someone says he doesn't have a lawyer on retainer, only a defense attorney for his scams, bomb threats, and elementary schools. Hey, Martin and chat, don't let the attention seekers worry you. Thank you. Oh, well, the thing is, the channel might get taken down. It might. I'm not saying it will. It might. So maybe he might try to succeed in that, which he wants to. He wants to flag me for I also spoke to someone on YouTube, so things might change a little bit, but because what happens, he's going to try to strike a lot of things and they're going to lump it as one. But he might keep trying because, in my opinion, I don't think he wants me to be here at all. He doesn't want me to be talking about these things. It's just very weird to wanting to strike someone because they didn't give you permission. Very, very weird. But that's all I have today, guys. Do any of you guys want to come up? Let me do the whole thing. I'm gonna put the link here. I'm gonna try to right. I agree with you there. I am very cautious with that stuff. So, I don't understand how I will be competition. He's a whole Facebook. He's a whole Facebook. I'm a whole YouTube. Two different worlds, you know? But if he sees it like that, that's something wrong with that man. He played as a teenager and got that man to send provocative pictures of himself. But doesn't that mean that man deserved it though? If he did that? But it's funny if he tried to extort him for that. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let me go in my thing so I can pin it so you guys can easy click. That's if you guys want to come up. And if you do come up, you can ask me about shanquella case. You can guys ask me anything. Okay, so let me go into my live stream and put my link back in here and see if I can pin it. Yes, it's pinned. So if you guys want to come on, let me know. Someone hop on Zoom, even audio only, cause people are crazy before he copyrights your pictures or adds a watermark to one of your pics. Yeah, we better copyright everything, guys. Oh my God. Yeah, right. It's not about him at all. But damn, everyone was really appreciating my work. So for someone to try to take that down, it's happened before, guys. I've had my channel taken down, and I spoke to someone at YouTube and they got it back for me. Another time I got it down, and that's a long story. But the second time it got taken down, someone copyrighted my content. Ah. Hey, around natural beauty. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Oh, now I can.
Yeah, I didn't have a mic on. How are you?
I'm good. Well,
Okay.
a bit stressed, but I'm good.
Yeah, they've been doing that to a lot of us. I feel like they're doing some type of manipulation because they're jealous, right? They don't like us having this honest voice, really coming from a place of wanting justice. Y'all have to excuse me, please. But I'm like you that night you came up on my show. They're trying to silence us. They don't appreciate us coming from this with the truth and making their fairy tale stories not do as well, right? So people see this energy that's happening, and that, like, I'm a new person just kind of showing up and things are growing. So these little gremlins are out there trying to strike the channel, trying to highlight you, all this kind of stuff, right? We've had a lot of problems of people coming over, these gremlins coming over here trying to destroy channels and stuff. And you do good work, Martin. You do good work. So of course, gonna be some haters out there. It's gonna be some haters. Now I can't hear.
Now I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I can hear too now. Okay.
So you have had other content creators try to take your videos down?
I had one. I did one. I just went on and eliminated because they tried to copyright. Going to try to take the ad residual from it. So when it showed up the next day, I was like, okay, I just deleted it. I deleted it because I'm still new and still growing. I'm like, okay, we want to play this kind of game because I played a video, but I'm doing my commentary on. I'm changing it, and everybody out here doing reaction videos, right? That's what it is. I'm bringing my perception to it. I'm putting my touch on it. I played your video. It's still mine.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you for no. I added you.
Yeah.
You put me in your video. I'm in so many people's videos. It's not even funny. People out there blowing up, getting all kind of views with my work. I'm honored. I'm touched. I'm like, wow. Okay, so that means that they're helping to spread the word. It's so many people out there. It's enough. We ain't got to be hating on one another, trying to get views. It's not going to work because you can't dam the ocean. If it's my time to blow up, I'm blowing up regardless of anybody trying to stop me. It's up to you to just stay focused and have the faith that you are going to get through this. What they want is for you to get worried and then stop uploading, stop coming on, stop talking about it, right? Because I know it almost happened to me. I was like feeling like, well, maybe I don't need to be talking about it because people was trying to shame me, talking about, I can't believe you playing the video, you doing this. Okay, y'all want us to stop so we can forget about this? No, we playing the video because we keeping justice for Shanquella alive. We're not letting it go. We're going to play the video. It's ugly, and you're going to need to look at it because that's exactly what these attackers and these abusers want. They want us to be quiet and not say nothing so they can put the lies up in there. So don't let them do you that way, Martin. You do good work and you honest. You good. And goodness always wins. We just need to stick together. We need to stick together. I'm surprised. I didn't know. I knew it was happening to me. I saw it. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Because, at first I was like getting all these views and stuff and people coming. And that's why I didn't trip, because I have more lovers than haters.
Yeah.
For every one person that go, this ain't for you. You need to get out of this. You just this and all this little negative stuff.
I got that too. Well,
And it
look,
be from people that want to throw these stones, don't even show their face. You a silhouette. You an icon, but you sitting up here judging me. At least I'm real. I'm upfront. What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
So these little gremlins don't even have nothing. You click on their channel and don't have no subscribe. They're not doing nothing. They just making little pages so they can come throw dirt and shade on people. I give them a heart or a thumbs down. I don't care. It's engagement. It's engagement. But there was what were you gonna say?
Oh no, go on. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say there was a content creator. They tried to strike and take my ad revenue through me. I just a subscriber sent me an email with the video on it, so I played it. And all of a sudden it was like, oh no, you're not gonna. So I deleted it. Okay,
if you ever need help,
none of us get it then.
If you ever need help with that, message me because I get a lot of stuff like that, and I usually know how to handle it. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you go so I can let the next person on. But thank you so much for coming.
You're so welcome. Good luck. Keep doing it, everybody. See you. Thank you so much for having me. Oops.
I think it's this one. There. I think it's this one. Okay, there's a fragile Dawuki.
Do it.
Hey, what's up?
None. Dude, I wanted to say something, but I was stuck in here. I've been out here for 15 years, and I've seen what I've seen. And it's funny that your video is getting taken down because you're reporting the story about a girl's death. Recently, Logan Paul got caught for scamming people out of money, but still haven't been punished. Why? You're reporting about a girl that got hurt in Cabo. This boy's been getting away with so much. Scamming people out of money, poking fun of somebody's suicide, making fun of people of race in a different country, but he got to stay up on this site and make money. And you are getting your stuff taken away because of what? Nobody likes you. I got my other channel suspended over a video I did about a guy making racist rant.
Wow. What type of flag did he give you to get your channel suspended?
Oh, this guy's already gone. I don't know. It was a flag where it said it was hate speech. Now I was reporting about a guy that was making hate speech, but somebody flagged it and got my whole channel suspended.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you can usually combat those too.
Yeah. And I look at this as like, why are certain people getting away with so much on this platform and don't get touched or punished? But it's people like you and me getting flagged, getting channel suspended, revenue taken away from them.
I will respectfully disagree with you a little bit. I feel like Logan Paul is getting a lot of flack for what he did. But I do agree that it's like sometimes, why do these smaller channels get taken down, but these biggest? I think it's because of the numbers, because they do try to get their content taken down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is interesting. It is interesting how it plays out. But yeah. Thank you so much for coming on, man.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, man. I like checking your shows out. I'm always watching your videos, but man, you keep up the good work, man. I got your back like chiropractic.
Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it.
All right, man. Peace out.
Peace out. Okay, the next person, it looked like they jumped out, and that's okay. So I'm going to end this live. I don't want it to be too long, guys, but thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. Please go download the Shanquella video, okay? I hope you downloaded the Sakira video. Because I didn't. I tried to, and it didn't work because I'm in this place. I don't know what's the internet, but I have it on my Final Cut Pro. So I just have to render it, and I'll have it again. But thank God I have it saved in there. But it will come back up. In 10 days, I do feel that it's going to come back. But I definitely feel targeted, and I don't like it. I think it's very disrespectful. I think his motives are not what we expect. And I think a lot of things that he does is like maybe an egotistical thing. Like, it's just very bizarre that someone needs permission and someone needs attention and I need to get credit. Because another thing he said in the message as well was something, well, what, like something along the lines, not quoting word for word, but allegedly he said, you cropped around this person's face. Why not show the whole thing? And I did. There were times when I cropped around her face and there were times where I showed the full thing. And because it's not about you, it's about that person. And I made sure I put you I referenced you on the screen and I put you in the description so people can go and see your interview. I don't want to confuse people talking about a case and there's this random man here and people are like, who's that? Even though I do let them see that it's you, I mostly put the focus on the person who's talking. Capiche? And I put you in the reference in the description, and I also reference you on my screen. He's a con artist and a fraud. He changed his name quick from why it was put out to soon. Why it was put out soon, nigga lie. Say what? He has enablers. That's very interesting. Must be the Facebook bunch. But yeah, I'm going to keep doing, I'm going to keep pushing, but again, still follow my other second channels because who knows what's going to happen. If he's trying to do what I think he's doing, the channel will most likely be down for only 2 weeks and it will come back up. If I think I know what he's doing. But most likely it will come back up. But he wants me to learn today. So I feel very, very targeted and it's just weird. Who does that? Like, you're doing good on Facebook, right? Why are you so worried about what I'm doing here in the transformative content just because I didn't give you permission? It's so crazy. Now, the next time I talk about this, it's either going to be on my Instagram or my Twitter. So make sure to follow me on Instagram or Twitter. My Instagram is The Real Martin Lewis, Louis. And my Twitter is Martin is Martin MPL. Martin MPL on Twitter. A lot of info on there. So please check it out. And thank you so much for the support, guys. I really, really appreciate it. I definitely need the positive energy, the positive vibes, because I need it. Especially in cases like this, it is a lot to deal with. But my next video should come out soon, hopefully. It was meant to come out tonight, but I did a live stream instead, and it's going to be out tomorrow. So look out for that, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace. It's in my description. My Instagram and Twitter is in my description. You can check it out. Okay? Thank you so much, guys. Peace.